Hello, I'm Nostalgia Boy. I remember it because it's still fresh. Now, before I get this video started, I want you to keep in mind this is my first video, so it's probably not going to be the best. And also, I'm in no way related or linked to the Nostalgia Critic. So, with that in mind, let's get started. Whenever we heard that George Lucas had signed over the rights to Star Wars for like $4 billion, people had one of two reactions.
When you wish upon a star, make snow.
Well, like it or not, we're getting a new Star Wars 7, 8, and 9 by Disney. And before we move on, can we just take a look at George Lucas's face right there? It's taken a turn from his usual disgruntled and confused look to...
I've made a huge mistake. I've made a huge mistake.
Now, before we get to my ideas for episode 7, just a little review of my love of Star Wars. Yes, I was one of those kids when I was 8 years old, saw the original Star Wars movie, and thought, where's all the lightsabers? And then I saw The Empire Strikes Back, and I fell asleep. I was 8, okay, I see why they're like the best cinematic movies ever made now, but back then I thought the prequels were amazing. Not anymore. Just to prove a point, here's Natalie Portman explaining the prequels.
This is ridiculous. This is just a mean joke.
So now on to Star Wars 7. My ideas. I'm going to be going off of everything that has been confirmed for this movie so far, which isn't a lot, but the cameos of Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford, I will add those in even though I do not completely agree with that move. And anything else that I heard of, I will add in here. So, here we go. Thought number 1. You're going to have Luke Skywalker in this movie. You're going to, and I get that. But, if you're going to have him in this movie, there's a few ways that I think you could do it, and it still wouldn't be forced. Like, maybe Luke Skywalker has been pronounced dead, or he has not been seen, he went into hiding, kind of like Yoda did, but he's just not there. He isn't anywhere to be found. He's just like, somebody asks, hey, what happened to Luke Skywalker? He's like, nobody knows, because he's not here. That would be nice. That'd be refreshing. It'd be like, okay, well, I don't know where Luke Skywalker is. I mean, I know he's in this movie, but where is he? When is he going to come? So we're not just seeing Luke Skywalker the entire time. We're just like waiting for him, and it's building up our emotions. We're like, come on, is he going to come now? Our main character's in a really bad situation. Is he going to come now? How about now? And then, not in this film exactly, but after he does appear and he does help, maybe he could be the Jedi Master that teaches our new protagonist, who is going to be a Jedi, I'm sure. But why wouldn't he be a Jedi? But he's going to teach him the ways of the Force, just like Yoda did for him. And it's going to be cool. It's not going to be forced. It's not going to be like, hey, look, it's Mark Hamill, but he's old now. Be like, no. We're doing this the right way. Idea number 2. Han Solo. Han Solo is going to be in this movie too. Okay, Han Solo's old now. So he's not going to be as cool. He's not going to be as dashing because he's old now. But you can still do it right. Like, he can be retired. I know it sounds like, oh wow, that's genius, but no. He could be retired through the whole thing. Somebody could be like, Han Solo, we really need you to fly the Millennium Falcon and blow up crap. And he'll just be like, nope, I'm retired. I'm got a bunch of money. I got a kid now. I got a super hot wife. Well, not anymore, but nah, I'm not helping. And we can get back to that old kind of, I'm my own guy, Han Solo. I don't need to save the planet to be cool. And that'd be cool. It'd be like, okay, yeah, he's still like that, and that's kind of refreshing to know that the character stayed that way. But then just like Luke Skywalker can come in and save the day once, he can come in, fly the Millennium Falcon in, and just blow something up, save the day just like he did in the end of Episode 4, and that would be cool. That'd be great. I think they could totally do that. Number 3, Carrie Fisher. I have no ideas for this. I have no ideas. I really don't. As a damsel in distress kind of character, we can't put her in more distress now because that'd just be used. And she hasn't been one of those kind of Marion from Indiana Jones type of damsels in distress where she can fight her way out of it. She fights sometimes, but she's still princess, and she might look cool going around the base as a rebel, and she's like, yeah, I'm looking at this air striker thingy. But then it's still like, you're not actually flying planes, rockets, and you're not blowing something up, and you're not wielding lightsabers. You've used blasters, but you give stormtroopers blasters, and they don't know how to shoot it. It's like, okay. No ideas for you. Han Solo's trophy wife, if that's an idea. Number 4, the plot. And I know this is probably a stupid plot, and this is a stupid thing to say right now, but I feel like the thing that everybody liked and hated from the prequels was the kind of political talk. People were like, political talk's kind of cool because it's in a different universe and we don't know about the whole government, so it's kind of cool to hear about it. But then whoever George Lucas wrote it, so it'd be like, wait, what are they talking about? I'm not sure what's going on here. They're talking about taxes? Taxes, what's going on? And then like they talk about something else, and then the Emperor gets in front of a big bunch of people on his donut, and he's like talking to a bunch of other people that we don't know, and talking about stuff that we don't know, and there's a princess, but we don't know what her power is, because she's obviously not as powerful as Palpatine, because he's I don't know. That government was confusing, but you can do politics the right way. You could be like, okay, it's been years since the Emperor has been overthrown. The galaxy is safe now. Everything's great. And all the planets are free. We're on our own. But then somebody was like, wow, Coruscant's in ruins. Let's just go to Coruscant and reestablish government. And he acts like, okay, guys, this is going to be great because we're all going to be interlocked again, and we're going to be like trading and communicating, and it's going to be great because we're going to be stronger as a universe. But that guy's the villain. So it's like, and you know he's going to be the villain because there's really no way to hide when it's a villain. You're always like, that guy's giving me a weird kind of vibe. But he's going to be the villain. He's going to be like the president of everything. And not like Palpatine was the president. Like, not where Palpatine was like standing on his donut and he was like, I am Palpatine. And then he puts on a robe and he's like, Dark Lord! Dark Lord! Okay. And then he takes it off and he's like, nope, just kidding, I'm Palpatine. It's like, yeah, we know who you are. We've seen you. It's not that. He won't be that kind of guy. He's not going to be a double agent. He's going to be the president, and he's going to be evil as the president. And it's going to be cool. And I don't really think there's a need for stormtroopers in this movie, but since there probably are excess ones, he's like, okay, let's start up an army in case anybody ever tries to overrule us. We can just send them out, but we're not going to use them on you guys. No, but he does. And it's cool because then the Jedis, the ones that don't know they're Jedis, are going to have to form together. They're going to have to take on this task, and the Rebel Alliance will be rebuilt. Maybe Carrie Fisher can be the head of the Rebel Alliance if she's good at that. And that's pretty much it. That's all the ideas that I have right now. So I might do a part 2 video later, but not soon. I'm going to be reviewing some other movies, maybe some nostalgic movies for real, because it's like Nostalgia Boy is reviewing a movie that hasn't even happened yet. But no, I'm going to be reviewing some nostalgic movies soon, especially if you guys can comment and like and share, so I get some views and I actually want to do this. So I guess that's it. I'm the Nostalgia Boy, and I remember it because it's fresh.